we are out on location. Let's go ahead, grab the old Fortec. Let's not waste any time. GPS is set. It is logging. That definitely looked like we were knocking on 100 right there. But as you can see, we took a nasty spill. Yes, okay, before we check for damage, let's go ahead and see what she ran. All right, you guys ready? 96. I knew it. I knew this thing had 100 in it. I knew it. Nice. Got a screenshot of that. Okay, there's my GPS chilling right here, so that's good. Dirt in the wheel. It really makes no sense that these controllers are so shitty. Actually, you know what? I didn't bring any of my tools. No, that popped right back in. So it looks pretty good. Okay, well, she took a little bit of damage, but I think we're okay. Let's put the GPS back on it. Let's try to make one more run. I'm just gonna have to start the car like further down and not let it go so far past me. That's gonna be the key to success with this, because it just does not have enough range. So that's something, if you guys are curious, I know it's been mentioned and it seems to be true. With the Fortec, the range sucks. And I've even extended the antenna in the car. Yeah, we definitely messed up the front end of the car a little bit, so we'll have to just see how that translates. We may have to actually cut that whole lip off, but we'll see. We'll give it another go. 96 mile an hour though. That's pretty damn good. Let's give it a little quality control test here. Yeah, seems to be going pretty good. No, we're drifting. We're drifting. We're drifting. I'm glad we didn't hit it, because there is a huge bump right there that was not there before. Stay in our own lane then. All right, let's take this thing way down here so that then we can bring it back to us. All right, let's make our hit. I want to see 100 today if possible. Not good. Everything will go good. Like, you can have this thing going perfectly straight, and then something happened with the remote, and you got one crash under your belt and you've tweaked something. So now I think we've tweaked the bumper to the point to where the car is getting air under the front of it. And that looks horrible. What in the hell happened here? I guess it just collapsed. So our aerodynamics are pretty much shot now. So I would not expect to see the 100 mile an hour mark today. But we'll try it one more time with a messed up body. Bring the power in smooth and steady. Yep. Not good. I don't know what just happened, but I could see the car being pushed in one direction, and the back end is now under the tire. And of course, the one day I didn't bring my toolbox with all of my scissors and tools and shit. Looks like we're gonna need it. But so the good thing is we hit 96 mile an hour today. 96, it absolutely 100% has got 100 mile an hour in it. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, what's the big deal there, man? Cars go 100 mile an hour all the time. Well, because the only thing we did was change out the motor to a Spektrum 6500 or 6800 kV. That's the only thing that we did. Yes, it has what is it, a Max 6 in it right now, ESC. That's not necessary. You don't have to have that. I'm gonna make a trip back home, see if I can't do some modifications to this body, and see if we can make another pass today. All right, we are back, and I changed the camera angle to super wide, so hopefully we can get more of this. Okay, so here's what I did. I just come in real quickly, cut the back of the body out, took the heat gun and just kind of bent this all back down straight as I could. And that's it, guys. Nothing left to do now but go for it. Let's hope that this body modification worked. It actually should help the car flow some air through the back of it. So I eased into it, but I eased into it too far and the car ended up getting too far away. So the reality is we really can't push this car until we get a new transmitter and receiver. 95, track, start. I'm gonna go down a little further, not too much, and we're gonna run this thing back. That way it's not so far past me. Seeing already we're at the limit of the range of this car. What the f is it doing? Must have a rock in it again. Hear all those rocks? Look at that. So we had a rock stuck in the wheel. Now we're good. Not good. So we're learning a valuable lesson today. Walk of shame, as usual. This thing like went up like a kite. I stayed in it too long. It happens. So maybe we didn't lose our GPS. I'll know when we're close. So our GPS is not in the car, which figures. But 94. So the first run was the best run, 94 mile an hour, and now I've got to find this GPS. So it's at least this far up. We'll mark the spot up here with this brick, because that's where we found the car at. It's a treasure hunt. Wow, so check this out. The car hit right up there. I marked it. So that's where the car hit the ground. And all the way over and all of this debris back in here is where I found the GPS. Look at that. There it is. Nice. Now, a lot of you already know this, but you know, sometimes when this happens, you're in an area like this where it's really messy and you're not going to be able to find your stuff just by looking on the ground sometimes. So, considering your GPS still has battery, so take your phone out, turn your analyzer on, and start walking. Take about 3 steps at a time until the light comes on and it registers. Usually that's around 30 feet away or so. And then start to kind of look. Mark that area, which is what I did here. Well, right there. Mark the area where it started to pick up. Go to the other end about 30 or 40 feet and start walking back until the light comes on. And you should have about a 30-foot area radius, as you can see right up there, around, and right here. And sure enough, it was right over there. So other than my pride and the body, nothing actually seems to be hurt on the car at all that I can tell. Nothing, at least major. So have a look at this thing. The battery kind of popped out. That's no issue. The ESC is just hung in there like a champ, guys. Check it out. No issue at all. As a matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and push this battery back in, and we should be good to go. All right, so we are back in action. The battery is back in the car. No issues. Everything looks great. So, before we go, I just want to go ahead and cover it now, like what's actually happening here. Why is this happening? Well, to start with, it was all the receiver. The controller and the receiver they suck. They just don't have enough range. About from here to that sign down there is about really all the range that you can get out of this thing. So you can double that essentially from that end to out there like that. But that doesn't give you a lot of room, because the way I like to run my cars is start far away from myself as I can and then come back. That way, about the time the car gets to me, I can go ahead and start shutting it down rather than, you know, running the car past me. Anyway, with all that being said, that's what caused the first crash. I had actually never crashed this car. It's been laser straight, and look at that. Just absolutely crumpled this thing. But my fiberglass held up pretty good. It started to break away back there just a little bit, as you can see. But it held up pretty good. So we'll order another body. And I actually really like this body, so I may get another one and really reinforce this thing good. And we need another controller receiver combination. Little $40 Spektrum motor. This thing never really got hot. I didn't take any temperatures today. I'm sorry. I can tell you though that it never got hot from those couple of runs. As you would probably expect, this ESC never got hot. So cool. All right, well, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this one up. Stay tuned. We'll get a new body. We'll get a new controller receiver combination for this thing, and we'll be back on track. And I do believe this thing is going to do somewhere around like 108. If I had to guess, I think we can get 108 out of this exact setup if we can hold it long enough. And then from there, we'll start gearing this thing up and possibly try a 4S setup. Catch you guys in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.